ओके चलिए भाई, क्लास 9 साइंस चैप्टर नंबर 9 फोर्स एंड लॉस ऑफ मोशन। ओके, सारा थियरी पार्ट हमारा हो चुका है। बेसिकली 3 लॉ है न्यूटन का, फर्स्ट लॉ, सेकंड लॉ एंड थर्ड लॉ, और फोर्थ एंड फिफ्थ लॉ भी है न्यूटन का, जो आपको खाली देखने मिलता है साउथ इंडियन मूवीज में। राइट, कहाँ देखने मिलता है भाई वो आपको वो देखने मिलता है बेसिकली साउथ इंडियन मूवीज में, राइट है ना। क्योंकि साउथ इंडियन मूवीज के अंदर ना फाइटिंग सीन में कोई साइंस कोई फिजिक्स कुछ भी काम करता नहीं है। ओके, और अभी मैंने एक पिक्चर देखा था MSG करके, मैसेंजर ऑफ द गॉड। ओ बाप रे, ओ बाप रे, अगर न्यूटन जिंदा होता ना, अगर न्यूटन जिंदा होता और वो देखता ना, तो बेचारे की आंख में से खून निकल गया होता। इतना खतरनाक साइंस है उसके अंदर, भयंकर साइंस है, भयंकर साइंस। वेरी सुन आई एम गोइंग टू पुट अ वीडियो ऑन दैट। मैं आपको एक वीडियो बताऊंगा उसके रिलेटेड बहुत ही जल्दी। चलिए बच्चों, अब बात करते हैं NCERT एक्सरसाइज के बारे में, और पहला क्वेश्चन देखते क्या है। तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऐसा है बच्चों के, एन ऑब्जेक्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस a net zero external unbalanced force. Is it possible for the object to be traveling with a non-zero velocity? Right, if yes, state the condition that must be placed on the magnitude and the direction of the velocity. If no, provide a reason. तो ये बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है। क्वेश्चन खाली इतना ही है कि अगर ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर नेट फोर्स जीरो है, अगर ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर नेट फोर्स जीरो है, तो क्या ऑब्जेक्ट मोशन में हो सकता है? डेफिनेटली यस। Okay, if object is already in moving, if object is already in motion, then to continue the motion, we do not require any external force. If you want to continue the motion of the object is already moving, and we just want to continue the motion with the same velocity, right? Then there is no use of force. Okay, so your answer here is an object can have zero velocity. The object can have zero velocity if it has non-zero, if it has zero net external unbalanced force, right? क्या कंडीशन है बच्चों? द कंडीशन इज the object must be in motion initially. ऑब्जेक्ट अगर पहले से ही मोशन में है तो वो अपनी ओरिजिनल डायरेक्शन में सेम वेलोसिटी के साथ मूवमेंट करता रहेगा, उसके लिए उसको कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स चाहिए होता नहीं है। दैट्स अ सिंपल थिंग। चलिए बच्चों, सेकेंड क्वेश्चन। When a carpet is beaten with a stick, dust come out. Explain it. Okay, तो अगर आप कारपेट को, सपोज ये कारपेट है, and if you beat the carpet with the dust, with the stick, dust will come out. Why? The reason is inertia. क्या रीजन है भाई? तो इसका रीजन है inertia. I hope आपको याद है inertia क्या होता है। Inertia is the resistance towards the change of state. तो आपका कारपेट स्टेशनरी था पहले, उसके ऊपर जो डस्ट पार्टिकल थे वो भी स्टेशनरी थे, राइट? नाउ यू आर बीटिंग द कारपेट, so carpet will come in motion but the dust particle will remain stationary at that place only. तो dust particle वहीं का वहीं रह जाएगा और carpet मूव कर जाएगा, तो dust particle gravity की वजह से फिर गिर जाएगा नीचे, आगे ना। ओके, so we can write because of the inertia dust particle will become free from carpet as carpet is beaten, as the carpet is beaten with a stick which fall down, the dust particle will fall down due to gravity. This dust particle will fall down due to gravity. ठीक है, चलिए तो तीसरा सवाल क्या है? Let's see. Why is it advised to tie any luggage kept on the roof of a bus with a rope? Okay, whenever you are traveling somewhere and if you are putting some luggage on the roof of that particular vehicle, you have to tie it with a rope. क्यों? Because due to inertia, whenever you will apply the brakes, it is possible that luggage will fall forward. When you are applying the brakes, the luggage may fall forward, and when you are accelerating, luggage may fall backward. और वेन एवर यू आर टेकिंग अ टर्न ड्यू टू इनर्शिया पॉसिबल है कि लगेज बाहर की तरफ गिर जाए, राइट। सो ऐसा कुछ ना हो, दैट इज वाई यू हैव टू कीप द लगेज टाइड, आपको लगेज को बांध के रखना पड़ेगा, राइट। तो तीसरे का आंसर है बच्चों ड्यू टू inertia of luggage it may fall when the bus accelerate or apply brakes or take turns, and that is why you have to keep it tight, that is why you have to keep it tight, आपको उसको बांध के रखना पड़ेगा ताकि वो गिरे ना, ठीक है। चलिए बच्चों चौथा क्वेश्चन क्या है, लेट्स सी द क्वेश्चन नंबर 4। अ बैट्समैन हिट्स अ क्रिकेट बॉल which then rolls on a level ground. After covering a short distance the ball comes to rest. The ball slows to the stop because ball रुक क्यों जाएगा भाई? A very obvious thing is the friction force. When the ball will roll on the surface, it will experience the friction force which will oppose the motion, and as we know friction always decreases the velocity, and because of that the ball is going to stop. So right answer here is there is a force on the ball opposing the motion, that is friction. So the right answer is C, due to opposing friction force, due to opposing friction force, due to the friction force this will happen. Okay, so next is number 5, a truck. Now there are numericals, okay, now there are all numericals in this. A truck starts from rest and roll down a hill with a constant acceleration. The acceleration is constant, right? It travels a distance of 400 meter in 20 seconds. The hint is given, the truck moves with constant acceleration and it starts from rest. It starts from rest. Truck is starting from rest, that means initial speed जिसको हम कहते हैं u, that initial speed is 0. Right now the truck is traveling 400 meter in 20 seconds. चलो distance कितना है बच्चों? 400 meter is traveled in 20 seconds. 400 meter is traveled in 20 seconds, right? So the distance s is 400 meter and the time is equal to 20 seconds, and we are given the acceleration is constant. Okay, you want to find the force on it if its mass is 7 ton. Okay, truck का mass कितना है? Truck का mass है 7 tons and 1 ton is 1000 kg, तो that is 7000 kg. 1 ton is 1000 kg, so 7 ton is 7000 kg, right? You want to find what is the force acting on the truck. फोर्स कितना लगेगा ट्रक के ऊपर, ये आपको फाइंड करना है, राइट? चलिए व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू हियर इज, एज द मोशन इज कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेटेड, right, you have to apply the formula of the constant accelerated motion. Why I am using this? Because according to the Newton's second formula, the force is equal to mass into acceleration. Now mass is given to us, we need to find the acceleration. We can find it easily because the distance is given here. Alright, so I will write here using formula of uniformly accelerated motion, using formula of uniformly accelerated motion, I can use distance formula s equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, the distance cover is 400 meter starting from the rest, so initial is 0 into time is given as 20 plus half into acceleration is how much is the acceleration, that is what we need to find, into time is 20 square. Okay, so it is 400 equal to, this will be 0, it is half into a into 20 square is 400. Okay, you can cancel it out, this will be cancelled, 2 ऊपर आएगा, so 2 equal to a, so your acceleration is 2 meter per second square. Okay, the acceleration of the truck is 2 meter per second square. The first we have obtained the acceleration. Now we will obtain what is the force. The second law of the Newton is force equal to mass into acceleration. That's it. So I will write it here. Very simple. From the second law, F is equal to ma mass is 7000 kg, acceleration is 2, your answer is 14,000 Newton. Unit of the force is Newton. So this is your final answer. How much force the truck will experience? The truck will experience the force of 14,000 Newton. Right? So जो डेटा आपको दिया है, right? जो आपको statements दिए हैं, from the statements you have to get out the data. You have to take the data out. जैसे कि it was starting from rest, so I put u equal to 0. It covered 400 meter in 20 seconds. So this is the distance. This is time. Right? The mass is given. You want to find force. Think out what is force. Force is mass into acceleration. Okay, mass is given. How will I find the acceleration? So I am given uniformly accelerated motion. So I will use the formulas of uniform accelerated motion. That is s equal to ut plus half at square. On solving it, I will get the a, and I will put the a here. I will get the force. Copy it quickly. Okay, so your question number 6 sounds like, okay, try to get the data out of that. A stone of 1 kg is thrown with a velocity of 20 meter per second across the frozen surface of a lake and comes to rest after traveling a distance of 50 meters. So what data I have is, I have the mass of stone m, that is 1 kg. It is thrown, the stone is thrown with a speed of 20 meter per second on surface of frozen lake, on a surface of a frozen lake, and which stops after covering a distance of 50 meter. You want to find what is the force of friction between the stone and the frozen lake. Friction force कितना है वो आपको find करना है, right? This is what you want to find. Again, as I want to find force, the formula is very much clear in my mind. Force equal to mass into acceleration. Mass is given to me. What I need to find is acceleration. Let's see how we will find the acceleration. Just try to get out the data. We are throwing it with the speed of 20 meter per second. So that is initial speed, जिसको हम लिखते हैं u. Initial speed of throwing the object, that is u, which is 20 meter per second here. Initial speed here is 20 meter per second. Okay, fine. Let's see. Now it stops. रुक गया. That means final velocity is 0. So as it is stopping, the final speed or velocity you can write v equal to 0. What distance it cover? It cover 50 meter distance. So distance is s, that is 50 meter. You want to find what is the force. Okay, so can I get the acceleration from this data? Definitely you can get. If you remember the formula of uniform accelerated motion, you must be aware about the formula which relate s, v and u. Third formula of motion, 2as is equal to v square minus u square. Use that formula. So I will write here, for uniform accelerated motion, for uniform accelerated motion, I will use v square minus u square is equal to 2as. What I will use? I will use v square minus u square equal to 2as. Final velocity is 0. Initial is 20 square. 2 into acceleration is unknown and the distance covered is 50. Okay, let's solve it out. What we'll get? It is minus 400 is equal to 2 into 50, that is 100a. Cut karo, the acceleration is minus 4 meter per second. So karo, okay, the first thing we have obtained is acceleration. Now you want to find the friction force. You will write this friction force. F is equal to ma. Mass of the object is 1 kg. Acceleration is minus 4. This is minus 4 Newton. So the friction force acting on that stone which is thrown on the frozen lake, that friction force acting is minus 4 Newton. Definitely minus इसलिए आया है because it is opposing the motion. Friction always oppose the motion. The friction force will always come as negative force. This is your answer of question number 6. Let us see question number 7. Okay, let's see what is this question number 7. So your question number 7 is a 3000 kg engine pulls a train of 5 wagons. Okay, when you find this kind of question, just make a figure. This is the engine. Okay, and this engine is pulling 5 wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This engine is pulling the 5 wagons. Okay, what else is asked? Okay, each wagon is of the mass of 2000 kg. The mass of engine is 3000 kg. So here this mass is 3000 kg engine. And all the wagons are of same mass, that is 2000 kg. All are same, right? I will mention it quickly. All the wagons are of same mass, that is 2000 kg. Okay, moving further. Okay, where are the wheels of this? Here, these are the wheels. Okay, चलिए. Now, okay, अब क्या कहा? If the engine exerts a force of 40,000 Newton and the track offers the friction of 5,000 Newton, then calculate the net accelerating force, the acceleration of the train, and the force of wagon 1 on wagon 2. Force of wagon 1 on wagon 2, that is what you want to find. Chaliye. Okay, the very first thing, this engine is applying the force of 40,000 Newton. How much force engine is applying? The engine is trying to apply the force of 40,000 Newton and there is a friction of 5,000 Newton. So we always know that friction will always oppose the motion. What will friction do? Friction will always oppose the motion. So friction will act in opposite direction. In this direction friction will oppose, that is 5,000 Newton. So what is the net force left? चलिए net force कितना बचा बच्चों? तो net force is, okay, what is the weight of the engine? Okay, weight of the engine is given as 8,000 kg. Okay, I'll make a small correction. Engine weight is 8,000 kg. Fine. Okay, so here what is the net accelerating force? So you will write net accelerating force. तो net force कितना बचेगा बच्चों? सिंपल सी बात है, यहाँ पे 40,000 आगे खींच रहा है और 5,000 पीछे खींच रहा है, तो बचा कितना? 40,000 minus 5,000, that is the remaining force. Very obvious, right? So you can write the net accelerating force is equal to force of engine minus, you have to do the friction force, minus friction force. So you have to do force of engine minus friction force, right? Force of engine is 40,000 and the friction force is 5,000. In total this is 35,000 Newton. This is the net force. Okay, that's the answer of your first question, net force. Okay, now you also want to find what is the acceleration of the train. Okay, we will apply the Newton's second law. We will apply the Newton's second law of motion to find the acceleration of a train. Okay, so as per the Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Okay, which force you will take? You have to take net force. What do you have to take? You have to take net force. What mass you will take? Entire train is going to move, so you have to consider entire mass of train. This is total mass into this acceleration. Okay, net force is 35,000. That is the remaining force, 35,000. Okay, total mass of the train, how much it is? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 plus 8, that is 18,000 kg. Total mass is 18,000 kg. Right, total mass is, just add up the mass of every wagon plus the engine, that is 18,000 kg. Okay, let's simplify this. So the acceleration you can write as 35 by 18, that will be nearly somewhat 1.9. It will be nearly 1.9 meter per second square. That is the acceleration. Okay, now you also want to find one more thing, that is what is the force of wagon 1 on wagon 2. That is the important thing. See, force of wagon 1 on wagon 2, right? Okay, so for this I will need some space, so before that you just copy these things, then you will answer this question, that what is the force exerted by, this is the wagon 1, this is wagon 2. What is the force exerted by the wagon 1 on wagon 2? Matlab what force is acting here? How much force is acting here? That is what we need to find. So first of all complete this, then we will do that. Okay, so let's see. What is the force acting on the first wagon on the second one? So just simple understand the thing, that this wagon need to carry how much mass? So this wagon need to carry the mass of these 4 wagons, right? The coupling between these 2 wagons need to carry the mass of these 4 wagons, right? Okay, so I will write here that wagon 1 need to pull 4 wagons, right? So what is the force required for that? The force equal to mass into acceleration. What mass is that? This is the mass of 4 wagon, this the mass which this wagon want to pull, that is the mass of this 4. If I would have asked what is the force acting by 2 on 3, अगर यहाँ force पूछा होता, I would have taken the mass of these 3 wagons. अगर यहाँ force पूछा होता, I would have taken the mass of these 2 wagons, like that. Okay, fine. So it is going to be mass of how many wagons? Mass of 4 wagons. So mass of one wagon is 2000, the 4 wagon will weigh 8000 and the acceleration is 35 by 18. That it is. Okay, now you just need to simplify this and you will get the answer in Newton unit, right? So if you will simplify this, if you will cut it, let me tell you what will be the answer. On cutting this, you will get the answer as 8000 into 35 divided by 18. So it is going to be 15,555, approximately 15,550 Newton you can write. So here the force acting on the second wagon by the first wagon is the force to pull these 4 wagons, and that is mass into acceleration. Alright? Okay, let's do one more question. That is your question number 8. Let us see what is this. So question number 8 is, an automobile vehicle has a mass of 1500 kg. Again I have a mass, and this mass is 1500 kg. Good. Okay, let's see what else is given here. What must be the force between the vehicle and the road if the vehicle is to be stopped with a negative acceleration of 1.7 meter per second square? So we are given acceleration which is negative 1.7 meter per second square. Then what should be the force? What should be the force? So you are quite aware about the Newton's second formula of motion, and as per the Newton's second formula, Newton's second formula of the motion is F is equal to ma, that is 1500 into minus 1.7. Now rest of the thing you just multiply, you will get this as minus 2550 Newton. So this is the force. That is a very simple question, that is minus 2550 Newton. Is it clear? Is it clear everyone? Okay, fine. So in this particular part, we will be just solving these 8 questions. Okay, in the next part we will solve the further questions from 8 onwards. Okay, चलिए मिलेंगे वापस नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में.